Hello and welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, just sitting here at the Marquis Theater at the bar as Pierre and GW fully get everything ready for movie roast tonight. I just was gonna go sit somewhere else, but I'm too fucking lazy, so here I am. Hi Pierre.
Hi Kevin.
Hi GW. I'm not sure if your voices can be heard on this because I'm recording with my headphones, but we'll see. Jen and Thomas are here, and yeah, and Dalton's here too, and yeah, there's people. The employees are here at the Marquis. That's amazing. Didn't know that was the thing. Let's see. What the fuck else? What did I want to talk about today? All right, so yeah, it's episode 47, I think. It is. It's episode 47. What was I going to talk about today? I don't even know. I may just pull out the list here. Let's see. Oh, well. Let's talk about Gordon Hayward's ankle. Are you a basketball fan, Thomas?
No.
Oh, well, okay. I'll explain to you what happened. Do you want me to explain to you what happened?
Sure.
So, like, the Boston Celtics. You're familiar with the Boston Celtics?
Yep.
Okay.
They were a decent team at one time.
Right. They got a big free agent signing over the offseason. He played 6 minutes and horrifically broke his ankle. Yeah, awful break. Broke it. Yeah, had to have surgery and all. He's done for the year, basically.
Oh yeah. Any damage to the leg is done for the year.
Right. Yeah. He's done. So yeah, but fortunately, so this hurts the Celtics' chances now to like do anything of consequence.
And they still have to pay him his contract.
Oh yeah. He'll be there for a couple years, so you know he'll be fine next year. Yeah. I'm not sure how it's going to sound with me talking because I'm not sure because I'm doing it through my headphones, so they might not hear you. But who cares? Exactly. It's just going to be like I'm talking to myself. Exactly, which is fine. Like it normally is. Exactly. Let's see. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Gordon Hayward injury. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be good for the other players on the team for them to get better and stuff like that. Hold on a second. So yeah, I think the Gordon Hayward injury sucks, but I think the Celtics are going to be better off in the long run because the other players on the team are going to have to play better this season. So I do think that they'll still make the playoffs, of course, because they're not that bad. I mean, no. And do I think they're like the second best team in the East now? Probably not. They're in the top 8 though, maybe top 4 of the East. I just don't see them making it to the Eastern Conference Finals again this year, which is a shame. Let's see. So yeah, I did not look at the injury. I haven't seen. I've vaguely tried to look at the Gordon Hayward injury. I haven't wanted to take a look at it, because that's the thing. Because I just thought, when I first heard about it, I'm like, so this injury is going to be plastered all over everywhere for the next couple days. So I'm glad to say that I never really looked at the Gordon Hayward injury take place because I think it's disgusting. You shouldn't have to show like injuries and stuff like that. Other people are walking in. I just don't understand why do we need to show like horrific injuries on TV? It's stupid. I'm recording my podcast, GW, sorry. I moved over here.
I only heard something about nudity.
No, I was talking about the Celtics. Gordon Hayward broke his ankle. Did you hear about that?
I could see that being nudity because there are a bunch of boobs.
Yes, that's right. That was G.W. Foley being a guest on the McTaggart Attack Podcast.
Mr.
Again.
1468.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. 1468. Good for you.
1468, baby.
1468, yeah, that's great. Thanks, GW, for participating. So yeah, let's see. As I'm recording this, I'm going to be running in the Chad Half Marathon tomorrow. My first ever half marathon. I've raised like $300. I think it's $305 that I've raised for Children's Hospital at Dartmouth. So that's pretty cool. I never was a patient at the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth, but I certainly, I have, when I was a kid, I was in the hospital a couple times. I had a hernia surgery, and then I had a spinal fusion surgery, so, it was, so yeah, I think it's a good cause to donate to the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth. I'm excited. I'm excited for the half marathon tomorrow. I think it's going to be fine. I'm not going to try to run really fast. I don't really care how fast I go. My goal is just to run the whole thing. So that should be. We'll see how that goes. I ran 10 miles last Saturday, and that was painful. It hurt for a couple days afterwards. I expect the same to happen after tomorrow. So we'll see. But yeah, it's just yeah. I am excited though. I'm not really that nervous about it. I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be fine, and I'm just going to go into it, keep thinking that things are going to be fine. So there's that. And yeah, my goal. If I had a goal time, I would want to finish. I want to finish in less than 3 hours. I think that would be a good idea. Because, yeah, if I can finish in less than 3 hours, I'll be pretty happy. Yeah. So yeah. But I'm still not sure how to deal with running in a race though, because I haven't ran in that many of them. And what annoys me when I'm running in a race is usually when people are trying to give you words of encouragement while you're running, and I'm just sort of wincing at it. And I get a little embarrassed by when people are trying to encourage you, so I can't wait until I'm the last person finishing last tomorrow and having people cheer me on. I just want to tell them all just to shut the fuck up, but they don't, But that would be contraindicative, or that wouldn't be good. I'd probably get booed or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to running in the half marathon tomorrow. Hopefully this is not my last podcast. Hopefully I survive. I'm thinking I will. I'm thinking I'll be able to survive. It should be fine. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. When I ran 10 miles last week, a lot of it was uphill, so it felt like 13 miles. So I think I should be fine tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I report with good news on episode 48 next week of the McTaggart Attack Podcast. Let's see. I wanted to do a shout out to Mark Pike for answering the question that I put out last week about are Arizona iced tea and Coke run by the same company? He told me they aren't. So thank you, Mark, for telling me that. I don't know if you're right. I don't know if you're wrong. I didn't look it up to see if you were right or wrong. I didn't care that much to look it up, but I'm glad and grateful that you answered the question and that you listened to my podcast. So thank you very much for answering the question. I may have another question for people this week. We'll see how that goes. Hook is on in the background in case anybody's wondering here at the Marquis Theater. Hook's a good movie. I don't think that It's good that I can watch Hook like 20 years later, and I still enjoy it. Whereas, if I watch Con Air 20 years later, not so enjoyable. Which is why we're roasting it tonight at the movie roast here at the Marquis Theater with my fellow Vermont Comedy Outlaws, G.W. Foley, Pierre Vachon, and Ryan Kenyon. So it should be a fun time. I'd invite you all to come out to it, but I'll be publishing this podcast the morning after. So, yeah, you should have wished that you were here to watch us roast, or to roast Con Air with us. Let's see. What the fuck else do I want to talk about? God. This thing. So, at work, there's this, we get faxes off the fax machine. And what we usually do is we put those faxes in bins for particular teams. Like my team that handles like the elective inpatient or outpatient surgeries, or the emergency inpatient admissions. We put those faxes and put them in there, and for our other teams and stuff like that. So that's cool. So that's good. But one person in my team finds it necessary to paperclip all of the faxes. All of the faxes. And a lot of times when that happens, the patients will get mixed up. And it's annoying because I'll go and grab the paper clipped patient. I'll see my patient on the first page of the paper clipped packet and bring it back to my desk, only to find out that there's another patient clipped with it. So what the hell is the point of paper clipping that shit? It's fucking pointless to paper clip it. And I know that there's one person that does it because I've seen them do it. So then I sent an email out saying, hey, I don't think we should do this anymore. And then I had my team lead tell me, yeah, that's right. I think we agreed not to do this anymore a couple months ago. That's right. We did. So yesterday, Friday, at the end of the day, I was rushing to get work done at the end of the day, like I usually do. And the stupid bitch who, can I say bitch here at the Marquis? Okay, I did. All right. The stupid bitch who paperclip stuff together was complaining about how she can't paperclip stuff anymore. And I'm in a hurry. And I'm pissed off. And I just got in a terrible argument with her for a few minutes. I didn't really say all I wanted to say. I didn't really curse her out or anything. But I would have. I almost fucking yelled at her. I almost fucking swore and cursed her out for being a dumb, stupid asshole. Because she's the only one that thinks paper clipping the documents together works. It doesn't work. It's fucking stupid. It's a terrible goddamn thing to do. And then she was complaining about how she was right. She's not right. It's not the right way to do it. I'm so glad that pain in the ass is going on vacation, and I won't have to deal with her for the next week. And our productivity will probably go further up because she won't be around. It's really annoying when there's a stupid fucking coworker that makes you so mad that you actually waste time getting pissed off about them. So now she'll be gone for a week, so I won't have to get pissed off about her and her stupidity. So that would be a nice change.
Baby O's diabetes is referenced.
Ridiculous. What the hell else is pissing me off today?
Baby O's diabetes is referenced.
Now, I want to talk about Donald Trump, of course, like I do on every podcast. It's interesting how I'll see on social media, on Facebook, I'll see articles put out saying, report, Trump lied about this, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but I'm not really sure why Trump lying is actually news anymore. I would think we should only report when Trump tells the truth. But of course, we run into the problem of he never tells the truth, so we would never have to report news, which I guess isn't a bad idea. We could also lump in him apologizing for stuff, because he has apologized for stuff before, but he is the worst apologist. When you rip the person that you were apologizing to, that is a terrible fucking apology. So yeah, I think we need to stop, reporting when Trump lies about shit. It's pointless, because he always lies. We've established the fact that he is a liar. It's fucking annoying. He's a stupid, goddamn, orange-haired, lying piece of dog crap who's going to be our president for the next couple of years. So, we'll see.
Hot air game. Hot air game. Drink or eat at your choice. Some people gonna get fat tonight. Oh.
Hey, are you guys excited about the Target coming to Vermont?
Yes. Target?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yeah. No.
It's fucking 2 hours away from me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's an hour away from me, but still.
So, but the idea of Target
Oh yeah.
in Vermont makes you happy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'll
Good.
spend so much money there.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's right. Better than Walmart. Right.
Because we're about to lose
Because
the pre-show.
Because I saw
You gotta see some of the awful.
Because I saw on Facebook that a lot of my friends were upset that there's a Target in Vermont, that there's going to be a Target in Vermont. To them, I say, don't go to Target then. Just don't go. If you didn't go to Target before, and now there's a Target in Vermont, it doesn't mean you have to go to Target.
College stuff.
What are they replacing? It's replacing Bon Tom? What the hell was that? What the hell is...
It's a women's clothing store.
Okay then. But I didn't know it was a women's clothing store until you just told me that it was a women's clothing store. So who gives a fucking shit about Bon Ton? Right, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, if you're upset that there's going to be a Target in Vermont, don't go to Target. You never did anyway. Why would you start now? You're probably the same people that are upset that Five Guys Burgers and Fries is in Vermont now. That they added a second location. That is the best burger place. I like Five Guys is great. Yeah, it is. I do enjoy that. There's not one around here though, right? Dalton, there's not one around here, right? Closest one is South Burlington. Right. That's too bad. Yeah. Again, I don't know if your voice will pick up on this thing. And I'm just going to keep saying that. Because it's my podcast, and I don't give a shit if people fucking don't.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. I can do whatever I want in my podcast. I just feel like it sounds better when I record it with my headphones on. So I'm fucking crazy. So yeah, you people who are upset about a Target coming to Vermont, shut up. That's my basic stance on it. What else did I want to talk about today? I told these two comedians that I know that I would rip the shreds. They have this ugly poster on Facebook for their comedy show that's going to be at the Half Lounge on November 5th. It's the Socks and Sandals comedy show. So the poster has a pair of socks and sandals, detached from the foot, and I'm like, socks and sandals are a goddamn travesty. And to have them on a comedy poster, it's a larger travesty. What?
All I remember is Shuby from Rocket Power.
Yeah. The socks and sandals is terrible. I only wear socks and sandals whenever I go to the golf course, so I can get out of my golf shoes easier. That's it. I won't go out in public to a restaurant wearing socks and sandals. I won't make that conscious decision. I'll do it whenever I want to go to the golf course. That's it. I'm not going to go. Let's go to Two Brothers. Oh, I know. I'll wear socks and sandals. Fucking ridiculous. I'm not sure which is worse, socks and sandals or Crocs in public. I think
That's tough. That's toss-up.
it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. So yeah, it's
Worse are like the camo Crocs.
right. Yeah, the camo. Anything, well, not anything camo. Let's not go that far. I don't want to anger anybody, but yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Let's see, what the fuck else? Just scrolling through the list here, looking at other stuff. Target. So yeah, shout out to Carl Sonnenfeld and Dave Anderson for their ugly ass poster for their comedy show on November 5th at the Half Lounge in Burlington, Vermont. I don't know what time it is because I'm not going to the show, but I told them that I would rip apart their poster on my podcast. So I think I did that well enough. Or maybe I didn't. I don't really give a shit. But if it gets 2 more people to listen to my podcast, then it's a win. Are you a fan of the WWE, Dalton?
Not actively. I don't hate it though or
Okay.
anything.
All right. So I'll just talk to myself then. So there's a pay-per-view tomorrow, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, and they've had 3 wrestlers from the WWE are suffering from viral meningitis. So they've had to pull them from the show. Like, Roman Reigns won't be on, so he's being replaced in his Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. Kurt Angle is coming out of retirement to take Roman Reigns' place. And then Finn Balor was supposed to face Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt has viral meningitis, so he's being replaced by AJ Styles.
How did they all get meningitis?
Well, I think the first guy who had it was Bo Dallas, and he is Bray Wyatt's brother. So maybe they travel together. I don't know how the fuck they all got viral meningitis. Dalton asked, how the hell did they all get viral meningitis? Like, I really don't fucking know. I assume it's bad, though. I'm not sure how bad viral meningitis is. Who fucking knows?
It doesn't sound good.
It doesn't, no. Anything meningitis does not sound good. So I'll watch Tables, Ladders, and Chairs if I don't fall asleep. Because I usually watch all the pay-per-views, but then I'll fall asleep and miss it. But then I won't try to rewatch it. So I'm trying to even think about, is it even worth the $10 a month anymore?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem worth it. Like, I'm also considering not watching Netflix anymore because I never fucking use Netflix.
Stranger Things and Punisher coming out soon.
Right, Stranger Things. I've never watched the first season, so why should I start now? Let's see, what the fuck else did I want to talk about? I think this podcast is only going to be about a half an hour today. But I don't care, because it's my podcast, and I can do it as long as I want. This week's contestant for What Pisses You Off is my Facebook friend, Jaron Jeffcoat. He had a suggestion. He wanted to submit. He sent me a Facebook message saying that he wanted to submit a suggestion for what pisses him off. And I'm trying to look up what the fuck it was that pissed him off so I can talk about it. Let's see. His thing was, he says, what pisses me off is people in our country and their obsession with being right. I hate people who just want to talk about their opinion as if their opinion is the right opinion, and they don't give a shit to want to actually listen to anybody else who has a dissenting opinion. It's fucking irritating how we live in a country now where it seems like I'm just gonna blah 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 and tell you why I think I'm right, and I don't care to hear you talk about why you think you're right, because I don't think you're right. So why the fuck should I fucking listen to you in the first place? God forbid we try to have a goddamn conversation together to try to work out our differences and see how we can make things better. But no. I just still want to keep yelling at you like you think you're right, and you can keep yelling at me like you think that you're right. It's fucking irritating that people fucking do this all the time. That we live in a world where we don't fucking listen to each other anymore. We should fucking listen to each other. It's goddamn ridiculous that we don't fucking listen anymore. Let me know, Jaron, if that was good enough. I can always redo it in another podcast. But it's just fucking irritating how it is irritating. And I think I've talked about it on this podcast before, how it's like we care more about getting our opinion put out there, but we don't care to listen to anybody else's opinions. It's a fucking shame that we live in a world like that. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
No, yeah, I know that. But
Let's see. I think I've covered everything today. Was there anything else? Upcoming shows. Well, I was going to mention the movie roast, but I'm here. The 28th, I'll have Riffin with Britain. And the 4th, I'll have Comedy Thunderdome. And I think the 18th, the 17th, and the 18th. The 17th, I'll be at the Havoc Meadery up in Burlington. And then on the 18th, I think there's Movie Roast again. I'm not really sure. So yeah, those are my upcoming shows.
yeah, Death Ray 16. 16.
Look up my YouTube channel. I think I have still 16 subscribers. Look up the Facebook page for the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I have like 148 likes now, I think. I'm not really sure. It might be close to 150 now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, on Twitter, follow me at KevMcT. Also, if you want to listen to this podcast, and if you're listening to this podcast, thank you, but there are several ways that you can listen to it. I'm on iTunes, I'm on TuneIn, I'm on Google Play, I think. But mostly through Podbean. If you look it up through Podbean, you should be able to find it. Alright, that's all I have for this week. I'm going to listen to this podcast later and make sure it doesn't suck. Have a good night, everybody.